Is Homer Simpson an idiot or a clown? Is there a difference? Well, let's start again. So there's this idea that your main comic character needs to have a sense of vulnerability. It helps to get the audience on their side. And the easiest way to show their vulnerability straight away without having to rely on the emotional stakes of an episode arc is introducing a hierarchy. So Homer is quote-unquote the head of the family, yeah, but Marge, as the housewife, is really the one who holds control as she decides when he eats, which is all he wants to do. And outside of the home, on a scale of the town, Mr. Burns is at the top of the hierarchy, and Homer is so low down that Mr. Burns doesn't even know his name.
Who the devil are you?
Homer Simpson!
What? What are you talking about?
Homer
Don't really
Simpson!
make sense, man.
Shut up!
I can't understand a word you're
Homer
saying.
Simpson!
You're just babbling into
My
a
name
like
is
some-
Homer Simpson!
And you can even see this in things like Frasier, which is clearly a show about Frasier, as Frasier is the one who owns the apartment and makes the money. But when Martin moves into his apartment, Frasier's place in the power structure is thrown off, as when Martin does arrive, he has a dictation over how the apartment looks, and even who gets to live there.
Careful with that, that's a wasili! Oh, look, Dad, as dear as I'm sure that this piece is to you, I just don't think it goes with anything here.
I know, it's eclectic.
So why are we talking about power structures when we started off talking about clowns? If you've done any research on comedy, you would have seen the Commedia Dell'arte come up, which basically states that there are a set number of characters that all comic characters fall under, and the four main ones of those are the patriarch, the matriarch, the craftsman, and the clown. And yeah, by and large, that's a fair assessment. You see it in pretty much every family sitcom, and even the non-typical family sitcoms. You can see it in everything from Golden Girls to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Arrested for prostitution. I can't believe it, Sophia. Sophia, we're innocent. I know that. I can't believe these dumb cops would think anyone would pay money to sleep with you.
Even in shows like Blackadder, which is very far removed from a family sensibility, you can see those roles being played out. But what about more modern shows? I'm not saying the framework of the Commedia Dell'arte isn't there. What I am saying is, it's been warped over time. The evolution of The Simpsons helps illustrate this. You may not remember, but the first few seasons of The Simpsons are about a dim-witted but caring man doing his best to raise his family.
Hey, what gives?
Boy, I tried ordering you, I tried punishing you, and God help me, I even tried reasoning with you, and the only thing left for me to do is jump the gorge myself.
What? Why?
Because that way you'll see what it's like to witness a family member stupidly risking his life for no good reason.
But, Dad, you'll never make it.
Don't you think I know that? Goodbye, son.
Wait, Dad! Don't do it! I won't jump anymore. I promise.
Oh, thank God, thank God, thank
I
God.
love you, Dad.
I love you too, son. You know, boy, I don't think I've ever felt as close to you as I do right. Huh?
Now, Simpson scholars will have their say about when this changed. I welcome the difference of opinion, but I say it's somewhere around season 6. If you think of season 6, episode 7, Lisa on Ice, Homer's role in that episode is only that of a clown. He doesn't care about what happens to his children. He's only there to get laughs.
You're not in competition with each other. Repeat, you are not in competition with each other.
Hey, Apu just called. This Friday, Lisa's team is playing Bart's team. You're in direct competition. And don't go easy on each other just because you're brother and sister. I want to see you both fighting for your parents' love. Fight, 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 fight.
And yeah, even to this day, in season 30-something, they sometimes remember to bake the emotional hook and have us remember that Homer is a caring family man. But the Homer of Maggie Makes 3 is not the Homer of Homerpalooza, which is in season 7. And he sure as hell isn't the Homer of Homer Knows Worst, a season 20 episode that is about how Homer's involvement in his children's life just makes them all worse off. So where am I going with this? Because today gag characters are more prominent than ever, this would probably be a good time to talk about Family Guy and how it hasn't been a show about a Family Guy in years, but I honestly don't want to delve into that terrible show when there are so many other good shows that I can use to prove the same point. Whereas the clown was once a front and centerpiece of the role, It has now been delegated to a B or a C character. If you look at 30 Rock, you'd say, no, you're wrong, Tracy is clearly the clown. And yeah, he's obviously funny. But who has more clownish moments, Tracy or Lutz?
We gotta catch Donald in a lie. What else do we know about him?
Well, he claims to know karate.
That's gotta be bogus, but how do you test someone's knowledge of karate?
I know karate. Front kick. Front kick.
Escape kata! Ow! Pete, Liz, I see you. Help, mommy's baby! Help, mommy's baby!
Parks and Rec. The clown's Andy, right? He's funny and goofy, he does dumb stuff. But he also has a character arc and interesting developments. You know who doesn't have any of that and also does fall over shtick a lot? Jerry.
How is he, Ann? Give it to me straight.
He's great. He should be out of here in a day or two.
Doctor, medically speaking, how would you describe what happened to Jerry?
He had a mild heart attack.
Yeah, but he also exhibited excessive flatulence. Is there a term for having a heart attack while releasing so much gas?
Not really. Gastrointestinal distress is common during a cardiac event.
I just want to hear the doctor say that Jerry had a fart attack. Is that too much to ask?
Look, unless we're talking about Pagliacci, the sad clown, the clown in the true sense of the character is only there to be funny. It performs the waka waka and it goes on its way. It takes a pie to the face, and it doesn't take a moment to stop and tell us how it feels about that, because that wouldn't be funny. I would call these characters uber clowns, but that sounds a bit too serious. That's why I call them Zoidbergs.
The thing is, Fry is very sweet, but he's so immature. I love his boyish charm, but I hate his childishness.
So he's not perfect. You don't want to end up old and lonely like Zoidberg. You were saying?
On the commentary of one of the Futurama DVDs, Matt Groening and the crew mentioned that at the beginning they really weren't sure what to do with Zoidberg as a character. It wasn't until the idea was raised that he should be poor, they knew what his deal was. So you start off with a character whose gimmick is he's a doctor that doesn't know anything about human physiology. That's pretty funny, but it doesn't fall into a lot of episodes.
You'll be fine.
Now open your mouth and let's have a look at that brain. No, not that mouth.
I only have one.
Really?
So they round him out by saying not only is he a total idiot, but he's a total idiot who lives in a garbage can and eats trash.
Nothing like the first cup of dumpster juice in the morning.
Zoidberg characters aren't the center. They're lovable punching bags that the other characters can abuse, and they will stay happy in playing their roles. They're fatty fall-down characters. They don't get to be the center of attention, but they can still each have a B-plot here and there, and an episode of their own maybe once in a while. With Zoidberg characters performing these roles, it gives the show license to make the clown character its main character, not the patriarch, which you can see is used to great effect in something like Futurama.
Don't be so hard on yourself, Fry. You lost the woman of your dreams, but you still have Zoidberg. You all still have Zoidberg.
And I think the writers are aware of this and feel pretty bad about it, because all those characters I listed, they may not have the best moments, but they all have the best arcs. Jerry gets to retire with his hot wife and becomes mayor.
We all love you so much.
I have had the perfect life. I have had the perfect marriage, the perfect children, and the perfect grandchildren and great-grandchildren. And I just want you to know how much I love you.
Okay, come on, everybody, say Gurgitch.
Gurgitch!
Zoidberg is the only B character in that show that gets a clearly defined happy ending in the last series. And Lutz has my absolute favourite redemption arc. It's powered by gluttony and spite. It's fucking brilliant. It's brilliant.
Suri, whose turn is it to choose lunch today? Who is the picker?
You picked last time, Liz, so alphabetically after lemon comes... Oh, no.
Blimpies.
Come on,
Let's solve this, Frank.
I printed out the Blimpies menu.
Okay, how about this? Yesterday, a bunch of us came in to clean out our desks. More than half of us.
Yes, a quorum.
And you weren't here, Lutz.
And lunch roll precedent stipulates that disputes will be resolved by picking a new name. Twofer the Can.
Gladly.
What the hell? It's stuck to me. Oh, God, and it's Lutz. Why is it so sticky? I wrote it on flypaper. I'm 5 steps ahead of you, you sons of bitches. Blimpies.
Guys, I know I don't normally say much, but...
What, woman? Speak.
Well, officially the show was canceled 2 weeks ago, so isn't this technically season 8?
Which means we start over at the beginning of the alphabet.
So the new picker is... Me. What? No, Lutz isn't first. You changed your name to Aardvark? That's insane!
It's 5 o'clock. Where the frack is our lunch?
We can't break him, Liz. He's not human.
Why are you doing this to us?
I'll tell you why. Because for 7 years, you have yelled at me and turned the lights on me when I was in the bathroom and written on me while I was sleeping. Because I was Lutz. Dumb, old, uncool, part Inuit, bisexual, 51-year-old Lutz. Well, today, I am the picker. And I want you to feel what I've felt for the last 7 years. Anger and disappointment and regret. And when that sandwich slides out of you in a week, look at it! Because that is Lutz's revenge! Serene, for lunch today, I would like to pick Blimpies. Oh!
The lengths Lutz goes to for his minuscule revenge after years of being the butt of everyone's joke is so inspiring and hilarious, and the best part of that last episode.
Oh, thank God.
Last lunch.
No Lutz.
Last lunch. No Lutz. Cupcake sandwich. Cupcake sandwich. Cupcake
Crap.
sandwich.
Motherhood has made me go soft. Lutz, the food is here. Come eat. Oh, God. Cover the food!
Blimpies!
Sari, you heard the man. Blimpies.
So yes, in conclusion, there are characters that exist for no other reason than to be made fun of, but, you know, don't feel bad for them because they usually do pretty good out of the deal. And that's another video essay for this month. Been lots of good feedback on the last one about how important the opening scene of an episode was. If you've only subscribed after seeing that one, please go back and check out the other episodes and all the other stuff on tophatsandcanes.com, including the fun D&D campaign we've got going, and the last season of the podcast Inquiring Minds, which you can listen to on Spotify or on tophatsandcanes.com.